Hey everybody, it's Christy at Hooks and Horseshoes. Today is Monday, April 6, 2020. It is around 2:15 in the afternoon. It's a beautiful sunny day, not too hot, the wind's blowing, definitely spring. I love it. I know I haven't been making a lot of videos consistently, and there's really no excuse. I think I just don't, the motivation to make them is hard. And I don't pump out a lot of projects, so there's really not a lot to show until I build up a lot, and that's what I've done here. I've made a number of things that I haven't talked about or haven't shared, and so I want to sit down and show some of those today. I have 4 baby blankets that I want to show and talk about, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Yeah. So, the first one that I want to talk about was originally supposed to be a kimono. It's called Lucy's Kimono. Let me see if I can find it. All the projects that I will share today and talk about, I'll put in the description box below, so that if you want to check them out, it'll be easy for you to just click on the link. I still use Ravelry, so a lot of those links are going to direct you to Ravelry. If I can find the link that will take you to like something else, I'll try to share that as well. But like I said, I still use Ravelry, and so those links will have Ravelry links. It was Lucy's Kimono is what I originally was going to make this one project. The baby blanket that I'm getting ready to talk to you about was, that was what this project was supposed to be. But because of user error, it didn't turn out that way. So I just turned it into a baby blanket. But it's Lucy's Kimono by Maria Nasco. I think it's free, I'm not sure. But anyway, so what had happened was I had started on the project, got a really good ways into it, and I was like, that's not wide enough. So I frogged it all back. And so I started over. And so the back panel is the first thing you work on in this project. And so I had gotten to the very end of the, completing the back panel, and I had laid it down on the floor, and I looked at it and I'm like, something's still not right, because I was working on the front panels and it wasn't adding up. The center part wasn't adding up. And so I measured it, and I was about 5 inches off on the width. What I did is I had read the pattern a number of times, read what the width was supposed to be, but for whatever reason, I got the width mixed up with the length. So I was thinking it was supposed to be 31 inches long, and it was supposed to be 38. So that was completely my fault, just not paying attention, not, I think, putting as much effort into doing it right as I should have, I guess. So I was disappointed, and I'm still kind of disappointed because I really wanted this particular yarn to be that kimono, but I don't have enough yarn, or I have 2 skeins of this yarn left, but it's not enough to do that kimono. But that's okay, because I have plenty of other yarn that I can use, and I will, I'm going to make the kimono again, or attempt to make it again. So anyway, that story about this blanket is that. But this is the diamond stitch. The kimono is the diamond stitch fillet pattern. And so, like I said, I just turned this into a baby blanket. I did the edging with a single crochet round of Karen latte cake in the gray. Like I said, and I love the pattern. The pattern is so pretty. And I have since bought more fillet patterns that I hope to start working on very soon. But the colors of this yarn is just so pretty. This yarn is Yarn Bee Fair Isle. The colorway is Sunset Bluff. And I just liked how it worked up. It's a good size. And like I said, I just did the edging with the latte cake It was also my first time working with the latte cake. I had never worked with it. I mean, I had the yarn. I had bought a couple skeins or cakes of it last year, and I just never had come across a pattern that I wanted to use them in. But so I just went ahead and, because it didn't take much, but I just did the single crochet. I can't tell if it's focusing on me or there it goes. I just did a single crochet of the latte cakes around the blanket. But I'm happy with this. I mean, this will make a nice blanket. I'm sure once I washed it, it'll soften it up a little bit. But it's not terribly scratchy or anything, but a good wash will help too. This is, again, the Diamond Stitch Baby Blanket. I used 4 skeins of the Yarn Bee Fair Isle in Sunset Bluff. And I have a couple more skeins, so I'll figure out. I was thinking of doing a virus, the virus shawl with the other 2 skeins that I have. I'm so sorry for my... I think I'm trying to think faster than I can talk. So everything's coming out jumbled up. Okay, the next one that I want to talk about is, it's called, I believe it's called the Adeline Baby Blanket by Bright and Scrappy. This is 37 by 37, and I did a border of the V-stitch border. I don't know how many rows. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 5 rows of the V-stitch around, and then I also added, after the fact, I added a row of the pipsqueak around this. It's hard to tell if it's focusing because the sun's coming in over here on my left. But like I said, this is the Adeline Baby Blanket by Bright and Scrappy. This yarn is, I think it's Studio Nicole. I bought this, it's a pound, it was a pound of Studio Nicole. I bought it at AC Moore's last year, and I just went ahead and used it up on this project. Try to get close. I love the colors. I think it's Rose. I think the name of this was Rose something. It might have had another name, but I think I might still have the ball band. I'll just have to look around and see. I try to add all my information to my Ravelry account. I still have Ravelry. It's just easier for me to use Ravelry. It's just a all-in-one place that you can put everything, and I really do appreciate that. So, but this is the Adeline Baby Blanket. I used a whole pound of yarn that I bought, and like I said, I did, I think 5 rows of the V-stitch as a border, and then I topped it off with the pipsqueak. I don't know what it's called. I also used it on another blanket I'm getting ready to show you. But yeah, it's really pretty, and the color's pretty. Yeah, the color's true on the camera. This was made for a friend of mine who had a baby, and she just had her last month, beginning of last month. I was planning on making a trip. She lives in Alabama, and I was planning on making a trip down to see her. But with everything that's going on, I just didn't feel comfortable, because I knew along the way I would interact with other people and I just didn't want to take the chance of taking something down there. So I've canceled that trip, but I'm still planning on giving it to her. The next blanket that I want to share and talk about is, it's called Loopy Love Blanket. This is by, I think it's Moogly, Tamara Kelly, if I'm saying her name right. Forgive me if I'm not. Tamara Kelly, Loopy Love Blanket. Stitch Studio by Nicole, pound of stitches. This is what this is. And this is also this yarn. It was a pound of this yarn and then a pound of the yellow. I'm trying to keep everything from falling I don't like throwing my stuff on the ground. Excuse me. There we go. But this is Loopy Love Blanket. Very easy, very quick, easy pattern. I also topped it off with the Pipsqueak fluffy yarn. Yeah, it's really neat. I've washed it. I love this yellow. I love yellow. Yellow is probably one of my favorite colors. It's a very happy color, soft color. Although I don't have a lot of clothing with yellow. It's more of a non-clothing happy color. Well, not non-clothing happy color, but I don't own a lot of clothing with yellow, or that is solid yellow. But I have a lot of, like, the walls in my living room and area is soft yellow. I've filmed in there a couple of times, so it's one of my older videos. But like I said, I think this Pipsqueak yarn, I can't remember who it's by, so if anybody knows, you can drop it down in the box in the comment section. I think I still have the bob band, I'm not sure. But anyway, I just love it. I think it gives it that sun and clouds kind of feel. It was really quick, and it worked well with this this yarn. Okay, so that's number 3. My last one is it's called One Skein Baby Blanket. I think this is a lot of these stitches with, I think, single crochet in between. This yarn is Yarn Bee Tender Touch. I had 7 skeins. I used all 7 skeins, which was 945 yards. And it's like I said, it's One Skein Baby Blanket by Marilyn Lucy. Yeah. It's really soft. And it's got a lot of, is it halo? When you can see the, it's like, you know, that fuzzy kind of look. It's kind of long. It's probably the longer one of the 4. I didn't do a different color edging on this one. I just did it with the same yarn. And I think it's just like a V-stitch or double crochet. I think it's a row of single crochet, a row of double crochet, and then another row of single crochet. But they're all really simple and quick. You can see the halo there on the edge. But I like them. I'm happy with them. Like I said, with the diamond stitch pattern, I was more frustrated at myself for not taking the extra time, I guess, to make sure I had it right. But that's all I want to show today. I have some more projects that I'm going to make, or that I'm going to share, and I will just make another video for those. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing great and having a wonderful week. I know we're all stuck at home, and I hope we're making the best of it. I hope you're making the best of it. I'm trying to make the best of it with the boys here. And yeah, so if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down in the comment section below. Like I said, I will have all the patterns in the description box. And if you want to reach out to me in another way, I'll also leave my email, my Instagram account, if you want to come through or contact me that way. But thank you again for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I hope I've inspired you to maybe, you know, attempt one of these projects and, you know, have fun. We got plenty of time. Thank you again. I wish everyone a wonderful week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.